Good morning, Minindu. Ground looks good. Outfield looks great for a T20 game here. And hopefully we look for a great game today. An exciting game as a T20 should be. We'll be up with the toss update in a short while.
Good morning, everyone. This is Bhuvanek from Colombo. We are here for the all-important semi-final between Delhi Giants and Kolkata Tigers, and we are now taking a look at the all-important playing surface for the game. What we have here today is a new surface, a brand new surface. We have moved slightly to the right of the previous surface that we played on, which based on the scores and based on how the pitch behaved in the last 2 days, seemed like a paradise for spinners. But the new pitch has a lot of grass on it prima facie. On the face of it, it could favor the fast bowlers in the morning. And given that there is grass, I don't expect the pitch to also break. So there could be a bit more pace on this surface than the previous one. So this is on the Timiriga side. We'll just move on to the other end and see whether there is consistency in the surface. I don't see a significant difference between the two sides. So my verdict for today's game is the pitch could be better for batting than the previous game. It will have more pace, and I would say there will be consistency in the bounce also. If the match was played on the other ground, of course my verdict would have been once again for the captain winning the toss to bat first, put runs on the board because it is a semi-final, a big semi-final, put runs on the board and apply scoreboard pressure on the chasing team. But on this surface, because it's a fresh surface, could favor the fast bowlers in the morning. I would expect the captain winning the toss to put the opposition in, try to restrict the opposition to something the region of 130, 140 and chase it down.
Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, you just got the update from the middle itself, the pitch that the two teams will be playing on today. So it's going to be a crucial game, like I said before, and of course, they are fighting to secure a final spot in the South Asian Lawyers T20 tournament. Looking at the run both teams had in this tournament, Delhi Giants have been phenomenal. I think securing a victory in the last game. And of course, the Kolkata Tigers, there were ups and downs for them as well. But I think so far they can turn things around. They have a side that can change the game around whenever they want to. And if you take the points table, the Group A, of course, Delhi Giants and Mumbai Mavericks, they have secured the spots for the semi-finals that will be played for the Cup. And unfortunately for the Colombo Titans, they couldn't come up on the top two spots of the Group A. So it was actually very competitive, this group. Group A was really competitive. And if you take the Group B, I wouldn't say the same competitiveness was seen in the Group A like the competitiveness in the Group A. So Lahore Lawyers and Kolkata Tigers, like I said, they have secured the semi-final spot for the cup as well. So how come would you be saying this game is going to be an interesting one for the viewers?
Definitely, two teams, two of the Indian teams coming in from a long way and playing for the plate semi-final here. And hopefully, we'll be looking for a good game. Delhi is coming in strongly as well, as you had said earlier, Minindu. So we are hoping for a really, really strong game. We got the pitch update just now as well. The outfield looks pretty great here for a T20 game, and the weather does not look disturbing at all.
So of course, how come if you are well, if you're actually interested in watching this game take place, then make sure to stay tuned in from the first delivery itself, because like I said before, this is going to be an intense in one, because both sides know what's on the line here, and any slip up will of course will not guarantee them a spot in that finals, the all important final game. So still the semi-finals are being played to find the two finalists of the South Asian Lowest T20 tournament. But I think if you look at the two sides now, I think one of the two sides, the favorites for this game is of course the Delhi Giants, because the batting lineup has immense pressure. But now let's go ahead with the toss, the all important toss right there at the middle.
है आज इस गेम में?
शुभेंदु है, क्षितिज है, माधव है और एक चौधरी है।
सब दिल्ली के फैंस कैमरा देख रहे हैं, तो ये मैच देख रहे हैं, तो ऑल द बेस्ट तो विश करना ही पड़ेगा। तो वी विल से दिल्ली रॉक्स इन 3 2 1. ओके, लेट्स डू दिस। 3 2 1. Delhi rocks and all the very best. Okay, so we have another team member here with me. So yes, हमने toss तो we lost, पर how was the batting pitch?
Wicket appears to be a true wicket, but slightly it is soft. So for first 4-5 overs will be crucial for us. So the motto will be that we should keep our wickets in hand, and then later stages we can score runs.
As it is the semi-finale, it's a very crucial and important match for all of us. We have to win this game. So is there any kind of like key preparations or any kind of key strategy you are going to be implementing in today's match?
Knowing their batting strength, so we will have to score a lot of runs here today.
So what is the score? What is the score you are expecting to be hitting today?
It should be 160 plus. Otherwise, we would be in difficulty. So we'll have to score a lot of runs here.
And who are going to be those chakkas who will give you all the fours, all the sixes in today's match?
So I'm banking upon everyone. We have got 2-3 good power hitters, but our batting is reasonably good. So we are banking upon our all batsmen, and we can score 160 on this wicket.
All the very best, and may the best team win. Over to the commentator.
Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that was the update from the middle itself. Delhi Giants winning the toss and electing to field first. So actually they got a good start by winning the toss itself. Like Mr. Bhunagar said when he was giving the pitch report, it will be brilliant for the fast bowlers. And I think Delhi Giants have an arsenal of fast bowlers that can change the game at any time. And if they can utilize the advantage that will be provided to the fast bowlers from this wicket from the early start itself, then I'm pretty sure they have the upper hand in this game. What do you have to say about that, Hakam?
Definitely winning the toss after knowing to getting know the pitch is definitely a good startup for the Delhi Giants. So they have a great batting lineup as well. They have strategized how they are going to be playing the game, and now they have won the toss as per how they needed it.
Well, of course, the pitch is absolutely beautiful today. I mean, brilliant for the fast bowlers. Of course, you got at some spots you got the grassy top. Of course, that's going to give different variations for the fast bowlers. But I think the spinners would come into play as well when the grassy top dries off within the coming few hours. I'm pretty sure after the power play, the spinners would be introduced by both sides. That's what they would do. But maybe they can turn things around differently, introducing them inside the power play itself. So who knows what that can happen. It's up to the decision of the captain, the management themselves. So I think these coming few hours going to be a brilliant day for a lot of cricket fans around the globe, and they have a brilliant chance of seeing how things will go on. But before we get into the live action, we'll go into a short commercial break.
da din din da din din da da din din da din din da dina di dina dina di dina din tuk dina tuna katta dak tuk dina din din da tuk tuna katta tuk dina da din din da da din din da dina di dina dina di dina din tuk dina tuna katta dak tuk dina din din da tuk tuna katta tuk dina da din din da da din din da dina di dina dina di dina din tuk dina tuna katta dak tuk dina din din da tuk tuna katta tuk dina.
Welcome back to the game today. It played between the Kolkata Tigers and of course the Delhi Giants. So this is a semi-final game between these two sides, and these two sides will be fighting to secure a final spot in this crucial T20 tournament. Before we get on with the action, there's a small discussion by Miss Navyata. Over to you.
Okay, so in exactly 1 minute, we are going to be having the match get started. We have Anil Huda here with us, the coach from Delhi. So yes, coach, how does the pitch look for you today?
Pitch is fine. There's grass on the pitch and it have rained, so there's some moisture out there. So we are hoping for taking on the conditions well, because it may swing a bit. Because we have good fast bowlers in the shape of Jadish, then Madhav is there, then Shikhar, who is the pick of the bowlers from our side. Then Varun Singh is there, who is a leg spinner. So we are thinking of bowling them out by around 120, 130, because the past score is around 145, 150. So we are thinking of restricting them around 130 or so.
How many wickets are you planning to be knocking out in the first 10 overs?
In the first 10 overs, at least 4-5, to be precise.
All the very best, and let's see who's going to be winning the game. So yes, here we have Soumit Ganguly here with me from the other team. So yes, sir, we are going to be batting first. So what is the score you are looking out in today's match?
We're looking for 140. The outfield is drying up since there is sun over it. Now we will be looking for 140.
Who are the key players in your team who are going to be hitting all the sixes, fours?
We have Akash, we have Devosri, we have Amin, Nadeem, Aman, Nadeem, they will be our key players who will be going for the kill.
If you had to just give one advice to all the boys in today's match, what would that be and why?
Said in our team meeting that in this tournament we were the underdogs. We are here to play cricket and we have played well. That's great. Coming to the semi-finals and hopefully we'll win the title.
From all the previous matches, if you had to take few insights and implement it today and not repeat those mistakes or few glitches what we have played, what would that be and why?
Yeah, that was experience matters. So some of our players were very new to this team, so they were having some problem. The issue is sorted out now. Hopefully they will play well today.
Thank you so much for giving your bite, sir, and make the best team win. Over to the commentator.
Well, of course, thank you very much, Ms. Navyata. Well, the game is about to start in just another few minutes. The first delivery will be bowled. And to give you a quick summary of the toss to the ones who missed it, Delhi Giants won the toss and they elected to bowl first. So not a bad decision at all, considering the grassy top the wicket has in store. So they will be able to use that well in for the bowling attack. And of course, if you take the Delhi Giants and Kolkata Tigers, the team, the players who will be playing this game today, plenty of good names and plenty of players. They will be taking part in that game, and of course Shubhendu Kaushik is another player that you will have to watch out for in the Delhi Giants side. The game is about to start in a few minutes. The first ball will be bowled. So we'll have to see how the Tigers will dominate the impressive bowling attack the Delhi Giants have. So what do you think the Tigers should do in the first 6 overs itself, Hagam?
Definitely, the Kolkata Tigers have to be playing a very crucial part. They have to set up the foundation, put on the middle order batsman, a good score, a good foundation, as I said earlier. And power play is where everything starts off. So we got Akash Ganguly's stats here. 4 innings so far, 109 runs, and an average of 36.33. High score of 42. Indeed, that's a really great score as an opener. But if he could put on that 50, if he could get on that achievement before going home to India, that would be a great achievement for him. And looking at the field here, we've got deep point and deep third man as the fielders guarding the boundary line. Only 2 fielders are allowed outside the circle. So Vijay Kumar Singh, the non-striker, playing his third match here, has faced only 1 innings and scored none so far.
Yes, of course, Akam. This game is, like I said, very crucial for both sides. But knowing that how they performed in those previous games, they know their strengths and weaknesses, and they know how to follow their tactics as well. So Jaidesh Kumar, of course, a man you would recognize immediately if you had watched those previous games, because a player who can change the game around very well. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first delivery of this semi-final. And swings away from the right-hander from the start itself. So it's quite impressive, don't you think, to get that away swing from the starts itself?
Definitely getting that hint of swing using the new ball, and definitely the batsman has to be really cautious of going for the shots. He should not let the edge take away the game from them. Power play is really, really important, as I said earlier. Jagadish coming in.
Oh, once again, completely misses the outside edge. Ball delivery. Like I said, there was a little bit of extra bounce along with that later base swing, so it kind of actually deceived the batsman right when it hit the wicket and went through a different trajectory. So Jayadeshi's got the ability, like I said before, to come up with a game-changing moment with the ball and, of course, with the bat as well. Once again, outside the off stump, can't play the swing at all. So it's pressure from the start itself. 3 dot balls have been conceded for the Tigers. Like I said, it's pretty much important for every side to utilize the power play properly. Power play, the first 6 overs, just 36 deliveries left, so they should know how to capitalize on different situations, and of course when a loose delivery is bowled, how it should be punished. Plays it down the ground this time, made connection after 3 deliveries, but plays it to mid-off, so Kolkata Tigers, they haven't got off the mark yet. Even the batsman who is on strike, I would say a cautious start, but they should know that this is the semi-finals and runs are most important, especially in a format like this.
Definitely the setting stage of the game, the power play. Again, outside the off stump, tries to go in for a stroke.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, just taking this game. That last delivery was just swinging away from the right-hander once again. So far made no. Will it be? How come?
The batsman would be hoping to go for a single or at least try to get it through the gap. There's a big gap on the offside, mid-off and cover point. If he could get between that. Oh, tries to play the shot but misses it.
Well, that's the end of the first over, ladies and gentlemen. A brilliant start for the Giants. It's no runs have been scored, and no wicket has been considered either. And once again, Madhav is the other bowler who's going to be a ball from the other end. So 2 fast bowlers, I would say 2 prominent fast bowlers for the Delhi Giants in these previous games. So they know what kind of strengths that they are playing at and how they can set a trap for the batters who are actually in the middle. The first delivery by Madhav. Once again, letting the batsman come to the back foot and just punching it, I would say, back to the turf. So a little bit extra bounce, like I said. So there are grassy tops, and I'm pretty sure the fast bowlers will be targeting those areas in order to get that extra bounce. So what should you think the bowlers would do, Hakam?
Definitely so far the bowlers have been doing a perfect job. A maiden off the first over, and now looking at the pitch, a very green pitch. Pacers, definitely it's likely for the Pacers at this moment. And they are going with perfect lines and length so far. Around the short length, around that good length, offline. And that's how they have to go now. Madhav coming in. Again, full. So far no runs. Pressurizing situation for Kolkata. Tigers have to get a move on. Try to rotate the strike at least. Get that runs on the board, because as I said earlier as well, the power play is the setting stage of the game for the batsmen. They need to build up a foundation.
And yet, thinking about the way these 8 deliveries have been bowled, still they haven't been able to make, I would say, contact with the delivery in which they could have taken runs. So it's huge pressure, I would say, and a brilliant start for the Giants. This time will it be a single? Of course not. So another 3-dot deliveries consecutively. Even this over turns out to be another economical for the Giants, but who knows, 3 deliveries can change this over around for sure.
Definitely. Also the fact that the ballers so far in the 9 balls ball, they have been bowling outside the off stump, around the off stump length. None of them have gone behind the leg stump, that which could be smashed. So a great hats off to the bowler so far. Bowling very consistent lines and lengths. Again, beautiful in swinger, change of action, beautiful variation there by the bowler.
But of course, this time the length was the same, but the line was much different. Bowling that in swinger, the previous deliveries all were out swingers, swinging away from the right-hander. This one just coming right back in. This is not something the batsman actually expected or anticipated. So really good variations are being used by Madhav. The penultimate delivery. Outside the off stump, once again completely misses that. The foot placement was not correct at that time to reach the delivery itself. So another delivery left, Hakam. If it's a dot ball, then 2 maiden overs in a row for the Delhi Giants. I mean, the greatest of starts, I would say, that you can get for a T20 game. So there's no wicket, but there's also no runs. The final delivery. That's a chance. It was in the air for a while, but that's the end of the over there. Kolkata Tigers, no runs conceded and no wicket loss. Jaydesh continuing his spell from the other end. It's Vijay Kumar who is on strike. So far, how come it's been a brilliant start by the Giants. 2 consecutive maiden overs. This time it's high in the air. There's opportunity there. And of course, it's been held on to. And the first wicket falls down for the Tigers here.
Beautiful start from Delhi Giants. No runs given so far, and the first wicket has already gone. Kolkata Tigers under immense pressure. Having a look at the replay. Again, going outside, he's placed across, and the fielder gets it easily. Almost a miscommunication there by the fielders, but perfectly handed over.
Of course, the shot that he played was, I'm not really sure, I think it might be an involuntary one, but that's the loss of the first wicket. Tigers, no runs for a wicket loss. We saw the new batsman Vijay Kumar playing a rash shot and getting dismissed. So I wouldn't say that was of course, not the ideal shot you should play for a delivery that's outside the off stump. He was trying to go at leg, but of course the top edge made his destiny back into the dugout. That's going to be wide. So the first loose delivery, I would say, bowled by the Giants. It was a brilliant delivery by Jaidesh Kumar. Of course, look at that. One of the rarest of loose deliveries we have seen so far. So it's not the greatest of shots played by the opening batsman, and the two fielders had good communication when they converged onto it. Left that one right outside the off stump. So far they are sticking to the tactic of ball into the offside length, and when the batsman is not expecting it, trying to swing it back into the right hander. And of course the new batsman is Saroj Kumar Behera. So far still to make a name for himself in this tournament, but will this be the day for him? Oh, this time brilliant delivery, and a single will be taken. So first runs that came out of the bat for the Kolkata Tigers. Of course previously it was a wide. So Akash Ganguly is still in the middle, the opening batsman for the Tigers. So Akam, right now they are quite in a tough spot. What do you think they should do now in order to get out of this pothole they are in?
Definitely they are under big pressure. So loosening it up is the main objective they have to be doing. That's in the air. Is it gone? Yes, it is. That's the second wicket to go. Kolkata again. 2 wickets in 1 over.
Yes, of course, another wicket goes down this time. So Akash Ganguly with the two openers back in the dugout. Of course, she's quite unsure with what he should do with that delivery, and of course it was in the air for a while, and the fielder does as well. So the Tigers lose their second wicket for 2 runs. Of course, the second wicket was lost in the previous delivery. 2 brilliant catches. This one was a comfortable one. The new batsman in Jitendra Tripathi. Once again, the stats, I wouldn't say do justice to him considering the talent he possesses. So can he show it today? Just 2 deliveries left in the over, and of course Jaidesh Kumar, like I said before, a man who can change things around, has done it once again. 2 wickets that fell down comes under his name, both the wickets. Just 2 deliveries left in this over. What can he come up with? I'm pretty sure I would expect in swinging good length delivery to the right hand there, but who knows what's in his mind right now. I was completely wrong. That was swinging away from the right hand. A foolish delivery, I would say, just inviting the batsman to play the shot through the cover regions. There was a high possibility that could have nicked and gone to the first slip that is stationed there. Exactly what he had said batsman for.
The batsmen need to rotate the strike now. Going in for the book shots is also important, but at this stage, last ball of the third over, they've got only 2 runs, with just around 1 run per over. Defended there. 3 overs gone, 2 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Pacer coming in. Again around the short length. Batsman trying to change the strike, trying to rotate the strike. But definitely, as it's the power play, we've got many fielders attacking. Only 2 fielders outside the circle allowed. So that's deep square leg and deep third man at this point of the game.
Yeah, so far this has been a brilliant start for the Giants. I mean, I would say the most brilliant. I think so far in these games that were held, one of the brilliant starts we have ever seen. And this time plays through the cover point region. So just almost 2.5 overs left, Hakam, inside the power play, and I wouldn't say they have utilized it properly, but still in these coming few overs inside the power play they can turn things around. But in order to do that, they have to take those risks, but they also have to remind themselves that there are only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. But considering the way these 2 bowlers are bowling, even if I'm there, I would be quite hesitant to take those risks. This time, this is a chance, and of course, it's going to be a boundary. So just when I said they have to take the risk, and he does, just crosses his legs between the stumps, in front of the stumps, and flicks it through the leg side.
Definitely looking at that shot, beautifully played. Down the leg side it goes, and just glances it away for a boundary. He was quick on it. He was quick on it to adjust for the in-swinging delivery. And that's what they needed. They have more. They need to show more of these for Kolkata. This time cutted. And that'll be 2 to the boundary. Deep third man can't reach it that quick, as that'll be 2 boundaries in a row. Confidence boosting up for Kolkata.
Just when I said they have more overs left, a few more overs left to change the game around, 2 consecutive boundaries came out of the bat of Jitendra, who is in the middle. So this is exactly what you need to pressurize the bowlers. These kind of shots that will help you to find the gaps, and of course the boundary line as well. The pressure is back on Madhav, who has been bowling some pretty good deliveries in his spell so far. But these 2 deliveries just wide. I think the first delivery, the first delivery that the boundary came out, I would say it was a decent delivery, but it was the cleverness of Jitendra that got him that boundary. The penultimate delivery, or brilliant comeback.
Definitely a peculiar field here. Leg side, we've got only mid-on and mid-wicket. We don't got anyone behind square, so it's all offside. Definitely Madhav, we can see by the field, he's going to be attacking on the offside, outside the off stump, or else he's going to be hit for boundaries on the leg. Field being adjusted again. We've got mid-off to mid-long off, a bit wide. Indeed, on the offside again. Got a third man, we got a point. Again on the leg stump. Just hits the bat and the pad. That'll be over 4 overs gone, 11 runs for the loss of 2 wickets.
Shaitish Kumar continuing his spell, and once again a brilliant delivery to start off with. He's been completely unplayable throughout this morning so far, and I think captain would be quite happy using him inside the power play itself. Of course, it's the third over that he's bowling. After this over, he's going to be available for just an over, so I'm pretty sure he would introduce him at the correct time in order to finish off his spell with the last over after this over. Places straight to point, no runs will be conceded, so still how come the runs are not conceding very well? They're not able to accumulate the runs comfortably. So far it's been a dry run, I would say. If you had seen this man with the ball, then you should see him with the bat. A completely unpredictable player. Comes down the track this time, it's high in the air, but it's going to be a one bounce boundary for the Tigers. I would say a brilliant shot there, took the risk once again. This is what they should do. And the first aggressive stroke, I would say, played against Jaidesh Kumar, who's been on point today. Lofts it over the heads of mid-on there and goes for a one bounce boundary. Shot, pull it away, but square leg fields it. So a single have been taken, good running between the wickets. A direct hood might have in the innings of the batsman who had ran to the non-strikers end, but quite unsure about that yet. Of course, 2 deliveries left, and so far 5 runs coming out of this. So far the most expensive over that he had bowled. Explains and gives a description of his excellence so far. Oh, this time once again coming back in. Was trying to play through the slips. A cheeky shot would have been gone through the third man region, but I would say he was lucky missing that, because I think things would have gone the other way around, in the way of the Delhi Giants and the way of Jaidesh Kumar.
Last ball of the over. Let's see if Jagadish Kumar can do some damage before he goes off duty. Again, look at that bounce. Just as Mendu was saying about the pitch, the bounce and the swing. 5 overs gone, 16 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, the spinners are being introduced into the attack, and of course is Shikhar, who is preparing to bowl his spell. So Agam, what do you think about introducing the spinner in this last over of the power play? Will it be, I think, will it do justice, or will it actually reward them, or will they get punished for that?
It's definitely based on how the batsman is gonna be approaching the bowler. He seems to be going for a long run up, so it seems like a pacer, Mindu.
Well, of course, he's got an unorthodox action of and can get the turn of spin. You might see him as a fast bowler considered in the run-up, but he's got that different types of variation that would help him to get the... Oh, brilliant. It was actually swinging in through the air inside the right, into the right-hander. Just completely missed that one. Bamboozle of a delivery, I would say.
Just 5 more deliveries left for the power play to finish. Kolkata has to take advantage here. They've got only 16 runs at a current run rate of 3.10. Definitely not enough for a power play. Again on the short length. Whisks it down the leg side for a single. Rotation of strike is definitely important, but they have to go in for the shots now. Shikhar doing a pretty good job here. Has got pace in his hands. It's just where he's going to be pitching the lines and lengths and get those pressurizing deliveries on the batsman. Again, beautifully played. Opens up his pace and plays the cover drive. 4 more runs.
A brilliant shot once again, and this time a foolish delivery right outside the power in place, and of course the connection as well. Just plays it right through the gaps, and I'm pretty sure the fielders won't be able to do anything about it. 5 runs coming from this over so far, just 3 deliveries left. But Shikhar is actually appealing for a glove or a nick coming right out of the bat. The umpire have not given it a wide either, so the keeper was not interested. It was only Shikhar, so I don't think it was actually a chance for them to grab another scalp. Oh, once again, lost it over extra cover, and this time it's another boundary. 2 boundaries coming from this over, and with a delivery left, 9 runs have already been accumulated from this over by the Tigers. But the Jitendra is turning out to be a dangerous matchman, don't you think, Hakam?
Definitely, he's got a lot of power. He's connecting the balls very well, and also we can see some bit of premeditation from him going outside the, opening up the stumps a bit and playing the cover drives, and definitely he's possessing some potential score. Last ball. Delhi Giants, can they use this opportunity? Can they use the fact that he's going to be going aggressively? Shikhar just falls a bit, but that goes down the leg side. And it goes to the boundary. 4 more runs. A beautiful over for Kolkata. Not the best of power plays, but they have finished it pretty well. They connected it pretty well. And 6 overs gone. Kolkata 29 for the loss of 2 wickets.
And of course, that's the confirmation given by the umpire indicating that the power play has been concluded. But it's a brilliant power play for the Delhi Giants, I would say. Restricting the Tigers to just 29 runs and also scalping 2 wickets out of their lineup. A brilliant start for the Giants, and of course off spinners have been introduced. His captain himself taking up the responsibility to lead the coming overs. Well, the captain can turn things around as well. He has done those in the previous games. Not that much of turn, but still at various points the wicket loves spinners to get those kind of different drifts. So I have to play it cautiously. Or this time he has lofted it but just falls in front of the field at long on.
You can see the batsman's advancing now. Just the end of the power play. We got long on, we got long off. Outside the off stump, tries to sweep it across. Keeper misses it, and there'll be one more run for Kolkata Tigers. Way outside the off stump, batsman opting to go for the sweep shot. Again gets the edge and gone. Beautiful delivery again. Batsman tries to go for the shot and gets the edge, and that just carries through like a blazer rocket to the fielder. That's the third wicket gone. Settling in batsman. Look at that. A bit short outside the off stump. Batsman tries to stroke it and gone. 3 down in no time. Just the end of the power play. One more ball left. Aditya, the captain, the skipper, does the job, picks up a wicket.
So the new batsman in, Nadeem Khan. Like I said, how come the captain can turn things around, and he has done that exactly in this over. And of course, that's the end of the over. 7 overs gone, it's 31 for 3. So another spinner being introduced into the attack. It's Varun, a good right arm leg spinner. I mean, all these players, I mean, when you look at them straight away, you remind yourselves the names immediately because of the performance they had shown up in those previous games. This time a loose one, and it's been dispatched away, and it's over the heads of the deep mid-wicket fielder. And it's the first maximum for the Tigers in this game. And what a start it is. I mean, just when I praised Varun for his excellency in the line and length, balls the first delivery, a short, and a delivery that's going down leg side. So well capitalized shot played by the batsman. Comes down the track and plays it too long off, fielded.
Definitely the previous ball, there wasn't a lot of bounce, but the batsman picked it up pretty well and hit it for the 6. And definitely as a leg spinner coming in, they need a little bit of time to get settled down. And once they do, they'll be pretty dangerous. And it's all about the variations they're going to be using, the googlies, the sliders, and the orthodox leg spinner. And some of those flighted balls, quick ones. They've got a lot in their armory. Kane balls it full. Down to deep mid-wicket region for another run. Current run rate increasing ball by ball. It's around 3 at the end of the power play, but now it's moving on slowly but surely.
There is 2 more deliveries left in this over, and I would say Jitendra has been excellent for Kolkata today. 27 from just 15 runs, 15 deliveries, apologies. That was the classical leg spinner's delivery, I would say. The right spot, the right line, I would say. Last delivery of the over. Comes down the track, this time it's high in the air. Long off has taken it comfortably, and that's another wicket for the Giants. And just when I said Jitendra is looking good at the crease, he walks back and the Tigers lose their 4th for just 39 runs.
This is a really, really crucial wicket here coming down the track. And a beautiful catch as well, under the sun. Takes it perfectly with loads of space behind the boundary line. 4.
The new batsman in, it's Nasir. Aditya is continuing his spell, and this time couldn't quite make the connection with the bat, and will pick up a couple of runs. So 4 wickets have been taken by the Giants in quick succession, I would say, Hakam, within these 8 overs. At different times, whenever it felt like they were kind of beginning to be on their back foot, they come back with another impacting moment, I would say.
That's how it all the way will it go. And once again,
oh, this is high in the air once again. Didn't middle it properly, and deep mid wicket is settling under it, and it's fumbled. And it's of course the man of the moment for the Giants, I would say, Jaidesh Kumar. Well, I think he had a hard time judging the trajectory of the ball because of the sun, which was actually on his side. A brilliant chance gone wasted to set a good power hitter packing home. I'm pretty sure he's frustrated with that fumble.
The two
Yeah,
batsmen,
definitely.
They knew the conditions. They adapted to the conditions of the pitch.
That was an unnecessary ball for them.
That was
That shot was not timed at all. The plays it to short mid cricket, another small midfield, and single will be taken here. So another delivery left in this over. What can he come up with? He knows a chance when begging to send Nadim Khan, of course. Goes to the back foot and punches straight to... Oh, that's a single. That's a single had been taken. For a while I thought it was going to be a dot ball. So end of the over. 9 overs gone. It's 44 for 4. .44 for the loss of 4 wickets. The Delhi Giants have been absolutely brilliant, but who knows how the things can turn around in this coming few overs. Will the Tigers be able to accumulate runs and put the pressure back on the opposition side? No single will be taken. So the Delhi Giants have got a good bowling attack under their possession, so they will utilize it properly. Varun with his second delivery. This is outside the off stump, and this is played well, and it's going to be another boundary for Nadim Khan. Just when I said, and when I say this, he's a dangerous batsman, you should take that into consideration, ladies and gentlemen, because this man has put up some splendid performances in those previous games. This was really wide outside the off stump, helping the batsman, like I said, to play it through the points, and helping him and giving him the time actually to time those gaps. This time it was a little bit short, but a single will be taken.
Indeed, very less amount of bounce can be seen here for Varun, the leg spinner. But Nadim, he's playing really, really well here. Since the time he came in, he's trying to play some aggressive shots. Got dropped once. Since then he has been more cautious, but he's been getting the runs going. Full toss, down the leg side, and a boundary. That's in the road. Easily as it gets, a full toss. And sweeps it pretty well there. Gets the middle of the bat. Varun just floats it up in there and goes down to the boundary, into the road.
Well, Akam, I think the ball went out the park, but thanks to a fellow spectator, it was recovered once again. A good over coming up here, 9 runs from this over so far, just 2 deliveries left. Toss it up and place it straight down the ground, and the field will cut it off for just 2 runs. Another delivery left in this over. So Varun so far has been quite expensive in this over. And that's the end of the over. And we'll go into a lovely discussion down there at the ground. And Navyata, over to you.
Okay, so here we have Ganguly from Kolkata team. So you were the opening batsman, and I can see already 4 wickets down. What's happening with the pitch?
the track is playing a bit on a slower side. Like the balls are not coming to the bat. It's like do we have a lot of spongy bounce? So it's very difficult at the beginning of the, and it was a very crucial toss to win. So they won the toss and they elected to bowl first, and it was a very good decision because the wicket is not that good because it's playing a bit on a slower side. So it's difficult for the opening batsman. I was finding quite difficult out there. So honestly speaking, it is not that it's coming to the bat. It's not a very heaven pitch to bat on.
So how is the strategy going to be? Are you just going to be having singles and concentrate on 1-2 runs, or concentrating on the 4s or the 6s? Because we are at 55 still.
See, if we play out the 120 balls, the entire 20 overs, we think we will be at a better positions. Because the more the time we spend with the wicket, it will be easier for us to bat. Because this wicket, if you invest time, it will be easier. And if we hurry and if we go for out of 6 and 4s, it will be difficult, quite difficult for us.
All the very best, and let's see who's going to be nailing the match. So yes, we have you here. So tell us, greatly played. As of now, I can see a lot of wickets going down. Is it the help? Is it like the pitch is helping us actually gain those wickets, or are those the ballers who are doing the magic?
We got a very good start, and the first 2 maiden overs were a very excellent start. Now 4 wickets, so we are basically thinking that we may stop them by 110, and that will be a good score to defend because, as my dear friend said, there is something in the pitch. The ball is not coming so good, so we definitely like to restrict them at the earliest.
Also, I wanted to ask you, how was the fielding from the team? Because we had one player who missed the catch. So what do you have to talk about the fielding? As of now, I can see all the players are doing a commendable job at the fielding, at the pitch. So what do you have to talk about that?
Definitely, if you see that we have taken good 4 catches, this was just an incident when it was a simple catch, but it was dropped. So basically, I think that boys are playing well and they are doing good things and they are fighting it well.
So 60 for 4 wickets down. Are you happy with the score?
I would have been much more happier if it would have been 60 for 5. Because that was the crucial wicket of he's the main batsman, yes, and we wanted his wicket. So we are hopeful we'll get a chance again.
Thank you so much for joining, sir, and all the very best. And let's see which team is going to be nailing the match today. Okay, so over to the commentator.
Well, thank you, Namvyata, for the lovely discussion. And just when we got back into the way, another wicket fell down, Hakam, and this time Yorker bowled, a Yorker length delivery ball by the captain. I mean, there's no way you can play that. It was completely unpredictable and it was hard for him to make any connection whatsoever. So the 5th wicket falls down and Nazir Ali walks back to the dugout. It's 60 for 5. So 5 wickets have fallen down. And the new batsman walks in. We have seen that couple of times now, Hakam. And this time it's the 5th time we are seeing that. Amar Shastri, the new batsman in. Another game-changing batsman, a power hitter. And look at that strike rate, very impressive. Especially for a format like this. And Aditya, the captain, has taken another wicket. So the game is at a crucial point, and so far it's been the Giants who are on top. Apologies, after the captain's over, a new bowler has been introduced. Well, completely missed that, right outside the off stump. So how come this bowler there, Aurora, who has been introduced into the attack, he doesn't have that much of pace, but again, do you think he should be consistent with line and length?
Definitely, as a medium pacer coming in, it's not about the pace, it's not about how quick he is going to be bowling, it's all about the variations and the lines and lengths. Definitely how he's going to be tricking the batsman, and economically his point of view has to be really strong, because the middle overs is really important for the bowling team to contain the batsman, not allow the batsmen to go on further, and to pick up as much as wickets before the death overs. So definitely Nadeem looks very dangerous. He looks like a finisher. Nadeem, the position he plays at number 6 is the position where a finisher comes in normally. But this time around, wickets have fallen quickly, unfortunately for Kolkata, and he's playing a definitely important role. And Aurora has to be really cautious of his line side lengths. Again, outside the off stump, Nadeem really not taking amount of the variation here. Not reading the balls very well. The change of pace from going from quick ball to a medium ball is definitely there. Playing the spinner since the start, Nadeem. Now going for a pacer. Getting some advice in the middle.
I'll tell you what, how come the projected score that is being displayed right now is not the most respectable, I would say, and not a total that you would want to put up on the scoreboard in a semi-final match. Oh, once again, he's been completely brilliant so far. No runs have been conceded in this over. Sticking to that tactic of bowling right outside the off stump, I would say he's got a little bit of swing in his deliveries and making it unplayable for the batsman. Like I said, it's not about the pace, it's about the correct line and length. In short, the discipline that should be in a bowler whenever he's bowling. That will be given wide. This time it was too wide outside the off stump. The umpire has no hesitation in giving that a wide. So he's going to have to bowl that final delivery, so it will not turn out to be a maiden over for him. But still a brilliant economical over for him so far. And this time it's crunched. Two fielders are converging onto it, but it was just fall right in front of them. And a couple of runs have been taken, so that's the end of the over. 12 overs gone. It's 63-5. Place it down to long off and will take a single. So Campton will continue to bowl after his spell. He's pretty confident with his ability to bowl some economical overs, so if he has the confidence, then why shouldn't he try? This time full toss, but no damage will be done. Places straight to short mid wicket. But Nadeem Khan, I think it's just a matter of time for him to actually take the game away, but he's kind of getting much more time to adjust to the wicket and of course to the bowlers as well. I think what they're trying to do is take it to the deep itself, maybe to the final delivery of the innings. That's what every team should do whenever they're in a situation like this. At that time was looking to go or pull it over the leg side. It was a little bit short, but played it cautiously and just chipped it to the short mid wicket. Then with that shot, it clearly indicates how the batsmen are feeling at the moment, pressurized. And this time didn't manipulate properly, but still would get 4 runs with that, as it was lofted through the gaps. It's going to be a 1 bounce boundary. Of course, you don't want to give chances like that. Once this man gets going, there's no stopping him. You have to tighten the runs around him. And whenever you give possibilities like those or loose deliveries, he's gaining more confidence. This one was full, did middle late, but deep mid wicket feels this. A couple of runs will be taken. So that's the end of the over by Aditya. 13 overs gone. It's 69 for 5. It's Aurora once again continuing his spell and sticking to the tactic of bowling outside the off stump, and the first delivery itself was done the same way. So I think there's no reconciliation of bowling a straight line delivery. I'm pretty sure you won't be changing that for a while now. And place it down to offside, and we'll pick up a single.
Lots of power from Nadeem, but just not getting the connection there. And if it does, hopefully he plays it into the gap for Kolkata to get the maximum out of those shots. Looking at the field here now, on the leg side we've got a square leg and a deep mid wicket, so there's a huge gap between them. Plays it straight with a lot of power, but very well fielded down there at the deep around the long off region. So just another run there. Aurora doing a really great job. Even in the first over he didn't concede many runs, and even now so far only 3 runs conceded in his 3 balls. Outside the off stump, in the air, and gone. That's another wicket in quick succession. Just as I was saying, Aurora, he's been economical and he's picked up a wicket.
Well, of course, it was a matter of time for this bowler to get his reward in the form of a wicket for his consistency and the perfect plan execution. A brilliant catch taken at point to remove Amar Shastri, so the 6th wicket goes down for the Kolkata Tigers for just 72 runs. Of course, the 6th wicket falls down for the Kolkata Tigers just when they look like they might be rising up to put up another challenge for the Giants. The opposition side says otherwise, actually. Well, this time it's Aurora bowling much closer to the off stump. So, Agam, what do you think the approach should be from this point onwards for the Kolkata Tigers?
Definitely, with just 6 overs left after this delivery, they need to go for it. They need runs on the board. Just 72 runs so far with a run rate of 5.20. And as we all know, Delhi, they have done a great job before. They can do a lot with the bat. And definitely, they need a big target here. Around 100 is not going to be enough, definitely. And there'll be another over to go by. 14 overs gone. A wicket taking over. 72 runs for the loss of 6 wickets.
Of course, Nadim Khan is on strike. Tries to play through the third man region, but won't be fortunate in. Well, actually, they have taken that single. A good run in between the wickets. For a while, I thought that would have been a dot ball. When Nadim Khan is rotating the strike, so actually they need to get runs. No more dot balls should be conceded because we are in the latter stages of this innings. Shikhar, a man who can actually bowl some deliveries with good bounce, I would say. Can trouble the batsman at any time. He has done that in the previous overs he has bowled in this match. Plays it straight down the ground. Will pick up another single. Well, how come I think Nadim Khan, considering his reputation in those previous games, compared to those, he's playing a very cautious game in this one, trying to hold the innings, trying to hold his end. It's pretty much admirable when you have to change your attitude. Just when I said he's playing a cautious game, he's trying to go for that shot. It was of course deceived, and a good slow delivery ball by Shikhar there. Full length delivery came a little bit low. Like I said, there are a few spots on that wicket where you get that bounce. It's pretty much unpredictable, the wicket you are batting on. I think that's why they're having a hard time getting adjusted to that wicket. This time plays it straight to point, so another dot ball here. So it's just a delivery left. So far 2 runs have been coming from this over, and we are close to the 15th, end of the 15th over, with just a delivery left in this one. This time it's played through the third man region, and he's lucky to clear the fielder, and that's 4 runs for the Kolkata Tigers to end off the over. 6 runs coming out of it. 15 overs gone. It's 78 for 6. It's Aurora once again, and this time it's played through the offside, and it might be a couple of runs as two fielders converged onto it. For a while, it looked like it might go over the ropes, but only 2 runs will be taken.
Aurora doing a really great job here, but constantly keeping on to that perfect line and length just around the off stump, and beautiful pace as well, not too slow, not too fast. And the fact that giving the batsman room is where the fact that the batsman has to use that. Again, a bit of in swing there. Batsman trying to go for a single, trying to pass the strike to Nadeeb. Nadeeb Khan to 24 runs of 30 balls faced. He's been doing well here, but he has been a bit slow. With less than 30 more deliveries to go. Kolkata, how are they going to play? Goes for the single. It's going to be Nadeem on strike. Nadeem's looking dangerous here. He's trying to aggress. He's trying to aggress since the last over as well. If he gets back on ball, could be looking dangerous for the Delhi Giants.
Well, slowly, Hakam, they have reached in the death overs of this innings. So they'll have to see who's going to dominate that one as well. And this time it was short, but plays it straight to long on. Just tried to play through the mid-wicket, between the mid-wicket and long on region, but was unable to time that gap. Just few deliveries left. Oh, this time once again just moving to the offside, just giving him some space to play through the leg side. But once again it will be a single. Just delivery left in this over. So far Aurora has been excellent with his spell, with a figure of 1 for 11. I would say not just him, all the bowlers of the Delhi Giants bowling arsenal have been doing a splendid job today, delivering as promised to the captain. And this time it was outside the off stump, and it's dropped. And it will go for a boundary as well. Another opportunity for the Giants to scalp the 7th wicket, but it will not be the 7th. So 16 overs gone. It's 87 for 6.
Just 24 balls left in this game. It's gonna be excitement here. Let's see how Shikhar is gonna be combating. How he's gonna be playing the mind games. Batsman seen moving around a bit, but does not capitalize on it mostly. One more run for Kolkata. It's got Minadi, the dangerous batsman, on strike now.
Well, how come the Tigers still have a chance until Nadeem Khan is in the middle? Of course, he's got the reputation of being a power hitter and can be very useful in those latter overs of their innings. But so far, he has not been get going. Has dismissed some couple of loose deliveries, but still having a hard time to adjust to the wicket. And this time it's up in the air. Long on coming under it. Two fielders converged onto it, but was unable to get a hold of that one as it falls right in front of them. Was not able to cover the ground that should be covered in order to hold on to it. Another opportunity gone begging, I would say. A good delivery, a good comeback. So Shikhar has been bowling some good overs, but yet he should be rewarded with a wicket, in form of a wicket. We haven't still seen that yet, but who knows in the coming overs. This time once again a top edge. Just falls between the deep third man and wicket keeper. But not timing it from the middle of the bat. These two batsmen, and they're having a hard time. Like I said, the wicket is pretty much unpredictable this morning, making it hard for the batsmen to settle in the crease and time in their shots. It was even pretty hard for them to loft it, since at some points the ball came at a really low angle. And this is a shout, and the umpire thinks it will go down leg side, missing the leg stump. So it's Nadeem Khan's once again, trying to go for that aggressive stroke and trying to help him to find the gap. So Shikhar is actually asking to go upstairs, but unfortunately that kind of system is not available. Right outside the off stump, and of course with that extra bounce, completely couldn't connect any connections. So that's the end of the over. 17 overs gone, 3 overs left in this innings. It's 90 for 6.
It's gonna be a pacer coming in. With around 18 balls left, current run rate of 5.29. 3-figure mark still hasn't come up for Kolkata. So it's gonna be Madhav continuing in. Had balled pretty well in the power play. Now coming in for the death overs. This is a really crucial point for Delhi Giants. to not allow the runs to go by, keep that score low as possible.
This time it's crunched and it will find the gap, of course, and it will run away to the boundary. A welcome boundary, I would say, for the Tigers, and these kind of shots, if they keep coming in these final few overs, then I would say they will be able to put up a respectable total on the board, a challenging one. Moves to the offside and try to guide it through the leg side, but won't be successful in getting the boundary, but a single have been taken. Madhav, of course, have a classic fast bowler's action, a brilliant one, I would say. He's much more suited. I'm pretty sure he's preferring that action and suiting him very well in bowling those consistent line and lanes. And once again, did it time it right from the bat, of course, and it will find the gap as well. That's another boundary, so this time Nadeem Khan playing that through the leg side, right between the square leg and mid-wicket region.
Showing a strong statement here, opening up the death overs. 9 runs so far in this over. And with just 1 run away from a 3-figure mark, Kolkata going in strongly. Change of fielding by Madhav to capitalize on the remaining deliveries. But Nadeem looks strong. He's got power. Definitely swinging the bat really hard. Again, on the offside. They're very strong. Madhav balls the slower Yorker. Tipping ball. There'll be 1 more run again. And that'll be 100 up for Kolkata. With 14 deliveries left in this game. Nadeem looks strong.
Of course, that delivery was slower ball, trying to deceive the batsman, just tossing it, almost like tossing it up. Encouraging him to play an aggressive stroke. Gives himself space through the offside, and of course that's a run out. An unfortunate one, of course, Nadeem Khan. Well, it will not be Nadeem Khan because the other batsman had sacrificed his wicket so that the power hitter can remain on strike and take the game on. Of course, there was no communication whatsoever. Khan wanted that single, wanted strike. I think Madhav should have removed the bails quicker in order to get the power hit out. Don't you think, Hakam?
Definitely there was a choice of whether to go in for both the batsmen, and now Madhav has gone. Nadeem Khan is still on strike, and that's really important for Kolkata as Nadeem has been playing perfectly here, playing really, really crucial shots and has been getting those boundaries in line. 7 wickets gone, 13 balls left in this game. Got some exciting game as going on. So Nadeem on strike for the last delivery of this over. Is he going to go for a single? Is he going to go for a shot? What is the batsman thinking at this moment of the game?
Yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate dismissal there, Hakam. But they both know what they should do. I would say it was a chance for them to take a single comfortably, but in the end it was a run out. Doesn't time it well, just goes down too long on there. Of course, like I said before, Well, 18 overs gone, and Madhav finished off his spell. Kolkata Tigers are 101 for 7. Plenty of advice coming from the dressing room. Advice on how to approach these final two deliveries, and especially I think it will come to Nadeem Khan. I think the only batsman in the middle who has a reputation of being one. And it's of course Jaidesh who's been introduced, bowling the 19th over. So good time to actually bring him in because he has been excellent today. 2 for 7 wicket, two wickets for just 7 runs. Of his 3 overs he has bowled so far. Can he finish it off on a high? This time he'll place it through the offside, and will that be a boundary? And yes, it will. He has found the gap. The fielder couldn't do anything about it because it was hit with much firm and grit. So valuable 4 runs for Kolkata and a good way to start off this over. And against a bowler like Jaidesh Kumar, who has been on form and he has been on point with the line and lanes as well. Curious to see how he's going to come back after that boundary was hit against him. Well, Nadeem Khan has been brilliant so far. 40 runs have been scored by him in just 30 deliveries. That was a lucky chance, and inside edge onto the stumps would have ended his innings from that point onwards, but luck is actually favouring him at the moment.
With just 10 deliveries left, this is going crucial here. Jagadesh opening up a bit, giving some width, and Nadeem just smashed it down to the cover region for the boundary of the first ball so far. Third ball of this over. Pressure, putting some pressure on the bat bowler. Nadeem cancelling his run up. Again, ball to short, and that's smashed. That's a beautiful 6 from Nadeem. Moves in closer to his 50, and it's the ball there. It's just smashed out of the park there.
Of course, valuable 6 runs, and it came right out of the middle of the bat. He was waiting for that delivery. Look at that shot. And just plays it through. Actually plays it over the head of the deep mid-wicket fielder there. And this was actually that costly mistake by Madhav. If he had taken the bails off at that run out quickly, then it would have been Nadeem Khan who might have walked back to the dugout. Those kind of moments change the games for sure, and you always have to be aware of the situation and how it's going to be. Well, the ball is still being searched to get it back into play because that was hammered. I'm not quite sure whether it went out of the park because it was timed brilliantly, and of course the sound it came right out of the middle of the bat once it made contact. Clearly indicated how well it was timed. I think all innings he was waiting for that.
The perfect delivery for a pull shot. Just picks it up, smashes it with great amount of power. And it was just a beautiful shot. Still waiting for the delivery to come in. The ball to come in the game. Nadine just smashed it, and now he's having a break here.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to a short commercial break. Jaidesh Kumar ball in his fourth delivery, so it took a while for them to find the ball. After that, Maximum was dispatched. So the Nelson is seen on the scoreboard. Will its power come into play, Hakam?
Hopefully not for the Kolkata Tigers, as Nadim is on strike. Again, he strikes it well. And that goes for the boundary, a full toss on the offside. And that was just a free hit. That was just a free hit for Nadim, and that's a 50 for him. Has played a proud game.
Yeah, of course, a big misfield there by the field at extra cover. Should have been stopped. Those are costly mistakes for sure, and it's costing them at the moment. We got to actually admire the brilliant comeback by the Kolkata Tigers right after a... Oh, that is a no ball. I'm pretty sure no ball will be called. A wide has been called. A wide has been called, so I think it's below the waist height. Not a good way to end off his spell here. Just another delivery left. Didn't make the right connection, but will pick up a couple of runs. Well, they'll settle for a single. So end of the 19th over, just an over to go. Kolkata Tigers are 117 for 7.
Going, 16 runs going in the last over by Jaidesh. With one more over left, 6 balls left. Shikhar coming in. We got Nadim on strike. Currently on 51 runs. He's been smashing deliveries here. 2 boundaries and a 6 in the last over by Nadim. So definitely he's got a lot to prove here. Definitely more than 10 runs needed, and that would put up a good total around 130. The situation they've been doing pretty well. Again, punched it, but very well stopped there by short cover. Just a run, and that'll put the new batsman into strike. 5 deliveries left. Let's see how Shikhar is going to be bowling. He's got variations, and also he's using the wide grease. Again, power down, gets the edge, and the boundary to the third man region. 4 more runs here, 5 runs of this over so far, 2 balls. Shikhar giving in some field replacements there after that boundary had gone. Definitely a lot of power in that delivery, a lot of power in the shot as well. Getting the edge, going with just 1 bounce. 4 more deliveries left. Nadim on strike. Shikhar, how is he got a counter? Got beautifully punched, but will it be enough? Field down, fielder under, and he's dropped it. And most importantly, there'll be a few more runs. It's going to be Nadim strike on gain.
Once again, Akam, just the fielding letting them down. They were excellent actually in the starting few overs, and now they're not being able to finish it off in style. We saw a couple of those drop catches in this morning. This time it will be wide, and he's gonna have to bowl that again. So a terrible over so far. 7 runs coming from the first 3 deliveries that were bowled. Another 3 to come, and this is, of course, you have to remind yourself, the final over of this innings. Whatever happened in this over was going to be decisive. Once again, place it down the ground, and it will go to long on there. A single will be taken. So Nadeem Khan is on strike. So I'm pretty sure he's going to take these two deliveries to get some good runs on the board. Can he finish it off in style?
Definitely, he's been playing really well. Last over went for 17 runs. Look at that, 7 fours and a 6 so far in his innings. 45 balls faced. And he has been playing really rational here. Playing beautiful strokes and a lot of power. Again, down the leg side. Not in the aerial route, but we'll get 2 runs there easily. 2 more runs. And with the last ball on, Nadeem is on strike. Shikhar has a slow ball in his armory as well. Hasn't worked perfectly in this over.
Yeah, brilliant stuff by Nadeem Khan. Just taking the 2 runs, actually calling for those singles efficiently. Like I said, this has been a brilliant comeback by Kolkata Tigers. At one point, they were in a position of actually not even clearing 100 runs, but now they have gone way past that and are able to put up a challenge in total for this opposition side. And it will not be the way he wanted to finish it off, but a single will be taken. So exactly 130 runs is a target for the Delhi Giants to secure a spot in the finals after they chase it down. But the question remains is, will they be able to? We saw that in the previous game they have a brilliant batting lineup. The openers themselves had the ability to take the game away from you. But how the things can turn around, we are not still sure. And we have to take something into consideration, the wicket, the unpredictable wicket that we have seen in this morning, that is making the batsmen uncomfortable in getting runs. So will that same effect come into play for the Delhi Giants as well? And if you look at the scorecard, it's been all about Nadeem Khan, 57 runs from just 47 deliveries, a well played innings, I would say.
Definitely, Nadeem Khan got dropped off the second ball, and that is where game changed. Catches win matches, as they say. And look at that, how crucial his innings was. If he had got out for a lower score, Kolkata Tigers wouldn't have reached 3 figures, in my opinion. And his innings has guided. He has anchored the innings totally. 7 boundaries, a 6 at a strike rate of 121. Jitendra Tripathi also played a really important role, scoring 27 runs of 17 balls in making the strengthening the batting lineup. And Nasir Ali scoring double figures as well. Look at the bowling figures. Jaidesh Kumar started off really great. 23 runs, 2 wickets, leading bowler. And definitely Aditya Archia also bowled very well, picking up 2 wickets.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we'll look at the highlights in a short while. Well, it's been a brilliant start for the Delhi Giants in this game. Couple of catches came out in the first few overs as well, and two wickets fell inside the first 2 overs. A few valiant shots came out of the bat of Jiten. and a brilliant comeback by the Kolkata Tigers. So we have a small discussion down there at the ground. So Navyata, over to you.
Okay, so Kolkata and Delhi have played a game and 130 runs to win. So we have Nadeem Khan from Kolkata, 55 runs out of 46 balls and not out. तो सेमीफिनाले मैच है तो प्रेशर तो होगा ही होगा क्योंकि उनका बैटिंग पिच ऑल द प्लेयर्स आर वेरी गुड. तो क्या कहना है इसमें?
एक्चुअली आज सबसे पहले तो हम लोग टॉस हारे. टॉस अगर हम जीतते तो हमने डिसाइड किया हुआ था फील्डिंग करेंगे क्योंकि विकेट गीला था. शुरू में फील्डिंग करते तो हम भी अपोजिशन को लो स्कोर पर बिल्कुल रोक के रखते. तो उसके बाद हमारे शुरू के 2 ओवर जो मैडिन चले गए थे उससे टीम पे थोड़ा प्रेशर आया था. फिर 2 विकेट्स भी हमने खोए. तो इसी वजह से जब बैटिंग करने गया तो थोड़ा प्रेशर था कि विकेट भी नहीं खोना है और लास्ट तक मैच को लेके जाना है. बट इट वाज नॉट ए गुड डे फॉर मी बिकॉज आज बहुत सारी बॉल मैंने खेली है. 46 बॉल 55 रन. तो अभी देखते हैं. स्कोर तो ठीक हुआ है जिस हिसाब से प्रेशर रहता है सेमीफाइनल मैच का. बट वी सपोज टू स्कोर 160 to 170.
बहुत सारे विकेट्स गिर गए स्टार्टिंग में भी और बाद में भी. तो क्या हुआ कि आपके प्लेयर्स का कुछ परफॉर्मेंस ठीक ठाक नहीं बना और वो पिच के वजह से था?
नहीं, इट्स ऑल अबाउट डे एंड फ्लो. शुरू में बॉलर्स के लिए विकेट हेल्प करता है. जब विकेट थोड़ा गीला रहता है तो बॉलर्स को मदद मिलती है कि रुक के बॉल आता है तो बैट्समैन उससे थोड़ा बीट हो जाता है. इस वजह से लो स्कोर रहा हमारे शुरू के 6 ओवर में. मैं बैटिंग करने गया तो थोड़ा बॉल उस टाइम भी थोड़ा मूव कर रहा था. बट इट वाज आल्सो लकी डे फॉर मी कि मेरा कैच ड्रॉप हो गया था शुरू में. बट उसके बावजूद थोड़ा मैंने जो स्कोर किया वो थोड़ा लो रह गया था. 80-90 स्कोर तो होना चाहिए था इतनी बॉल्स पे. बट लेट्स सी, वी विल ट्राई फॉर विन. वी विल गिव आवर बेस्ट.
तो देखते हैं if we are going to be beating the 130 runs. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, Delhi say we have Jaidesh Kumar, 2 wickets taken, amazingly played. All the wickets fell off. So what do you have to talk about that?
At the start of the inning, the weather was cloudy. That really suits our bowling. At the mid of the game, we dropped some catches. That's the main reason why they are on 129.
But so many wickets were taken, and was it the pitch helping for us or was it the players getting those catches?
Pitch was helping for us and also the weather. The condition was very good for bowling.
Well, they seemed to get away in the last few overs because of so many wickets we were taking. So do you also think it was the momentum pressure which helped us to lose the wickets at the last?
Definitely, it is a semi-final match. The pressure was on, and that is the main reason why we dropped catches.
So let's see who's going to be nailing it. So you think 130 is an easy chase?
Yeah, according our batting, 130 is easy for us.
Who are the key players in your team, and who are going to be hitting all those sixes and fours for us?
Shobhendu and Mini Dangi was our key players, and we gonna win today.
Let's hope for the best, and thank you so much for joining us. So yes, 130 runs to chase, and let's see which team is going to be nailing the match. It's the semi-finale match, and there's a lot of pressure on both the matches, on both the teams. So let's see who's going to be nailing it, and may the best team win. And over to the commentator.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, those were few words from 2 players from both sides, and of course 2 brilliant players, Nadeem Khan and of course Jaidesh Kumar. But before we get back into the action, let us go to a short commercial break.
da din din da din din da da din din da din din da dina di dina dina di dina din tuk dina tuna katta dak tuk dina din din da tuk tuna katta tuk dina da din din da da din din da dina di dina dina di dina din tuk dina tuna katta dak tuk dina din din da tuk tuna katta tuk dina da din din da da din din da dina di dina dina di dina din tuk dina tuna katta dak tuk dina din din da tuk tuna katta tuk dina.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and of course we saw the conclusion of the innings of Kolkata Tigers, and they have been able to set a target of 113, a very challenging total, I would say. Even after the heartbreaking start they got, they were able to get a good total on the board thanks to Nadeem Khan, I would say. A half century coming out of just 45 deliveries, just an impressive one. Played the role of an anchor and different times took the game away from the opposition as well. So what do you think the approach of the Delhi Giants going to be, Hakam?
Definitely, they know they have a target. They know about the run rate that they have to be batting at, and definitely rotation of strike is really important, as well as boundaries in different intervals is quite important. Going with the run rate, 130 runs in 20 overs at a run rate of 6.50. So definitely they need to go at a run ball. Getting boundaries in regular intervals is really important. On Kolkata's hands, they have to be picking up wickets. They have to be picking up wickets and allow pressure on the batsman. They can't be letting loose the batsmen, definitely.
Yes, of course, Akram, it's going to be very crucial how these two sides are going to act inside the power play and who will come up on top. With the Tigers who were batting, it was the Delhi Giants who were bowling phenomenal deliveries and came up with the upper hand in the first 6 overs. Like I said before, the wicket is quite unpredictable. The batsman will have a hard time adjusting to it, but who knows? The sun have set on this ground, and the grassy top would have dried off by then, allowing the batsman much more advantage than the previous innings. But of course, this man, you have to remind yourself once again with his name, Shubhendra Kaunshik. That's a good delivery to start off with.
Putting on the spinner at the start, Kolkata. Just sliding on there. Pretty close. Let's see how the batsman is going to be counter-attacking on the power play. Floats it up, and that's over the coverage and for a boundary.
Well, of course, he's continuing from where he left off in that previous game. This time was just lofted it over the head of the extra cover fielder there. No field that deep in that region, and well-deserved boundary there. So the Delhi Giants are off the mark along with Shubhendu. And this time it's high in the air. 2 fielders are coming under it, and of course it's dropped. As he was actually approaching that catch, he was quite unsure on how to take it. Just an unfortunate opportunity gone begging. And of course, it's the catch of Shubhendu. How come a player you would definitely want, a batsman you would definitely want to send back to the dugout from the start itself? Definitely, this is. I'm not sure whether it's going to cost him, but we'll have to see in the coming overs. And they'll take the single, and will the umpire call it a leg bye? Yes, of course, a leg bye has been called, so Madhav is not off the mark yet. But Shubhendu is once again on strike with 2 deliveries left, 6 runs coming from this over so far.
Definitely, when Kolkata was starting, they hadn't got off the mark for the first 2 overs. But they're off again. This time, very well played. And that's a 6. Delhi, of the very first over, they've been smashing it. Look at that. That's swept. And that's gone into the road. Out of the park. Again, what a first over for Delhi.
I was actually really surprised with how he got the right connection there, even though he lost the balance after playing that shot. But you can clearly see how well he had timed it, even though the balance was off. And once again, the ball is lost. And of course, the ball is back into play. "12 runs coming from this over. How come a brilliant start? And considering the total that they have put up, they have to put much more of a fight to restrict the runs that are being scored by these 2 batters. And a good delivery to end it off. So the first over gone. The Delhi Giants are 12 for no loss.
Joining me in the commentary, we've got Arun Abedira. 130 runs on the board. Game's looking good, isn't it?
Hi Hakam, very good morning. It's nice to be back at the commentary booth. Yes, as you said, the Delhi Giants going well swimmingly, but it's not a huge target, but I would say it's a difficult one for any side to chase down, especially in a ground that has been used for the better part of 3 to 4 days. It's seen a lot of action. The wicket has degraded quite a bit, so I would say it will certainly be advantageous for the bowlers to make early inroads here. And because of that, every wicket carries that much more significance. That's well defended. How have you been enjoying the game, Hakam?
Definitely, as a T20, it's always excitement. Wickets were falling in, tumbling in the first session, but as the power play went on, it had gone pretty well. Beautiful innings there. Just getting the edge.
Yeah, the bowlers here doing the right thing in the power play, holding that fuller length and a tight line as well. There's a lot of cracks in the pitch. Of course, it rained yesterday, so the pitch might be a little bit sluggish, so it won't offer a lot of pace there. Yeah, that's flighted, but and that's taken by long on. Yeah, completely out of the blue there. Poor shot selection there from the batsman against the passage of play. That wasn't the best delivery in the world, I should say, but that was even poor shot selection. But that's really good fielding by the fielder in the deep. And the opener goes. Delhi Giants 12 for 0. Yeah, that's the new batsman on the crease. Look, I think the Delhi Giants here should... yeah, that's the new batsman on the crease, Rishabh Soni. Having played 4 matches, average of 20, strike rate of 97, so about par, I would say. But having a low strike rate doesn't always equal a poor performance. I would say this is the sort of batsman that's looking to get set in and be in it for the long haul. Yeah, that's well picked by the batsman. A really good cover drive. Yeah, Delhi Giants doing the right things here. They've scored 12 overs. Yeah, that's beaten off into the leg. Yeah, poor delivery. Punish there. Yeah, that's a good shot by Rishabh.
Using the spinners up front, they have to be really cautious and looking after that. The fact that if they put the loose deliveries, the batsmen could take advantage, and that's what they're doing perfectly. Just as he comes in the very second ball, Rishabh Soni just punches it, pulls it down the leg side for a boundary.
Yeah, how come I feel like that line is a bit too straight. If I was the bowler at the crease, I'd be going for that off stump length line. And 2 overs down, Delhi Giants 20 for 1. Yeah, that's well defended. Yeah, I feel like spinners are going to be dominating the innings here today because it's a well-used wicket. There's a lot of purges there. But again, it's not dusty. Yeah, that's well picked through covers. And that's another boundary.
Again, short, giving amount of width for the batsman to play. And that's just the batsman needs. Plays it off the back foot, does not take much of risk going through the aerial stroke. And 4 more runs for Delhi.
Yeah, Tigers need to have their wits about them. They need to defend. Yeah, that beats the batsman there. A slow delivery there, darts it back in. Yeah, the Tigers need to be careful here. They need to defend 105 more runs in 105 deliveries. So run a ball here for the Giants. That's a really good shot again. And there's a boundary in the leg. Yeah, Rishabh here doing everything right. He's looking well settled. Barely 10 deliveries in. Picks the delivery perfectly. Yeah, the line here I would say is slightly imperfect here from the Tigers. And that's the perfect delivery.
That's a one-handed catch. Beautiful. Just got stuck on his hand there. And that's 2 gone. Beautiful from Kolkata. Was just giving away runs. Looking at that catch. Look at that. Just got stuck in his hand. Beautiful catch there. Dismissing the opener.
And Rishabh walks. 19 off 10. That was a good knock, but short-lived. Yeah, the new batsman on the crease, Aditya Archer, the right-hand batsman. High score of 49, average of 62, so he's a slow burner batsman, but he has a good strike rate as well. One of the more impressive batsmen of the tournament. He'll be looking to post a good score here and make a good show of himself. His team needs him here. 2 wickets down in the power play. The Tigers have been expensive, but they've taken 2 scalps here. So I would say it looks about as evenly keeled as a cricket encounter can get. But I'd say the intent is here clear. Is clear here from the Giants. They're looking to go for those boundaries. They're looking to score really quickly. Maybe get to 50 or 60 before the power play is over with. They've certainly got the firepower to back their intent up. A typical field here. About as restrictive as you can get inside a power play. Yeah, Revsy looking to finish off the over. And that's a good delivery to end it. 3 overs down, Delhi Giants are 28 for 2.
And that's a wicket. And the umpire will go upstairs to get a further confirmation on that. But by the looks of it, looks like another wicket for the Tigers. And it's of course Rishabh Soni. The brilliant delivery once again. He was actually dragging his back foot.
Yeah, it is fair delivery. I am satisfied. Give me the best angle. Yeah, rock and roll please. Once. Yeah, thank you. I am satisfied with the decision. No part of the bat inside the crease. My decision is out. My decision is out. Okay.
And of course the confirmation is given. That is another wicket for the Kolkata Tigers.
Game's getting really competitive here. The way Delhi Giants looked at the start, Rishabh Soni and Shubhendra did a really great job at the start, but they got out, lost their wickets. Now it's two new batsmen at the crease at the moment for Delhi Giants, and it's not looking good. Kolkata Tigers were pretty expensive, conceding around 10 runs and over, but now they're getting back on the game. 3 wickets down. The left-arm orthodox spinner coming in over the wicket, ball short. Just a deft push there by the batsman. Vinod Dange, the high score of 33 runs. Beautiful delivery there, good lines and lengths by the spinner, but not much spin can be seen here. Sliding on. It's on the bowler to using the flight and those slider arm balls. Tries to sweep it. It passes the fielder. Another boundary.
Oh, that's well played there. Once again, just delivery left in this over. So far has been a brilliant one for the Tigers. Just 4 runs coming out of it. And of course a wicket as well. The last delivery of the over. And it goes down leg. It's going to be wide. He's going to have to bowl that again. Plus it's going to be 4 runs. But the outfield is the grass in that region is much denser, so it will be a couple of runs here. But still, additional ball has to be bowled because of that wide delivery. So 7 runs. 8 runs coming from that over. 4 overs gone. It's 36 for 3. A race we continue in his spell. Just 2 more overs left inside the power play. And the Delhi Giants are third far for 36 for 3. Is that an opportunity? No, it just falls short. A single had been taken on that delivery. So just 92 runs needed from 95 balls. And plays it well, that delivery. Oh, that's well played. And that might go all the way as well. And it does. That's the maximum for the Delhi Giants. And it comes out of the bat of the captain himself. A brilliantly timed one. Middle it right from the middle of the bat. And he's right out of the park as well, Hagam.
Definitely beautiful shot there. One of the most beautiful ones. Captain doing a really great job here. Beautiful. Another run there. Direct hit. But he's home safe. Indeed, after scoring a 6, he's going in for the single, rotating the strike. Not always going in the flow, because that could disrupt the batsman's concentration. 44 runs now in 4.4 overs. Doing a really great job here inside the power play. Have to hold on to the wickets. Close one from Rizvi there. Round the full length. With one more delivery left. Count run rate going at around 9. Let's see what Vinod can do. Punches it off the back foot. But that would end the over. 5 overs gone. 44 for the loss of 3 wickets. coming in for the last over of the power play. Delhi Giants looking comfortable with the score here, but not really comfortable with the wickets. 3 already down. 3 important batsmen. The left armer. That's wide. That's too wide. Go! They're getting off a single as it. It's 2 there off the wide. That's 3 runs without the ball being counted. It's just coming in for Delhi.
A brilliant opportunity there, Hakam, to accumulate runs. Those are opportunities that you want to utilize well. That is a terrible wide. Another dot ball here. So 82 runs from 90 balls. It's a matter of time, and it's a matter of who's going to hold the nerve until the end. The pressure is on both sides. Definitely, for sure, knowing that the place for the final is still unsure. Next time it's cut away, and it's going to reach the boundary as well. Another valuable 4 runs for Delhi here. This final over of the power play is becoming a crucial one for them.
You can't ball that. There's too much width and too much time for the batsman to open up his arms. Aditya already scoring a 6 in the last over, and now this time around just opens his arms, confidently gets a boundary there. 50 up already. This time protected down within the 30-yard circle. 2 more balls left. 78 more runs required in 86 balls now. Yeah, this time takes the aerial route, and that'll be another boundary. Aditya doing a really great job here, planting his front foot and opens up. Look at that, just outside the off stump, takes the aerial route, and with 1 bounce he gets a boundary.
Yes, of course, Akam, that was bound to be punished for full length delivery right outside the off stump. Any batsman would make it a day for him to score a shot like that. And we'll take a quick single there. Good shot placement and field awareness as well. So that's the end of the power play. And the 6 overs gone. It's 56 for 3. Of course, the umpire giving the signal that the power play has been concluded. What do you have to say about the power play that was concluded, Hakam?
Definitely the wickets lost were a big disappointment for Delhi Giants, but they're doing very well here. Aditya, the captain, and Vinod doing pretty good job putting up a partnership. 56 runs off the power play. That's something of a great achievement, because during Kolkata Tigers, they did not concede many runs in the power play. They did not hit many runs, and that made the game tighter and favored the bowlers. But now Delhi Giants have put up a good foundation here, and with less than a run a ball needed, now it's all up to those singles and duos. Played down the deep, try to get those gaps and play it easily.
It's a matter of how they are going to hold their nerves in this coming few overs. Plays it back to the bowler, punches it straight. So Rizvi's He has a name. He has a wicket to his name, so he can be a challenging bowler to face. Instead goes to a sweep shot. Haven't timed the gap, but will pick up a single in that delivery. So the runs are slowly coming in. Another wicket would mean that they are going to be on the back foot. But as long as these two batters are in the middle, they have a chance.
Taking those easy singles there. Just pushing it down to the deep. Last delivery of Rizvi's spell. He's bowling his 4th over now. And very well defended there by Vinod. 59 for the loss of 3 wickets after 7 overs.
So start of the 8th over. So right now the Delhi Giants did 70 runs from just 78 deliveries. Tossed it up and just placed through the cover regions for a single. Oh, that's played well, but again couldn't find the gap, so they'll settle for a single once again. Just 4 more deliveries left in this over. The captain is in form, has been timing the gaps well. Knows that he has to take up the responsibility and guides his side over the finishing line. And a quick single will be taken once again. Good rotating the strike. A good delivery, I would say. Two more deliveries left in this over and 62 for 3. Trying to look for the single once again, but unable to do so. So far it's been a good over, 3 runs only coming from it. Just a delivery to be bowled. These kind of overs, they need to bowl consecutively if they want to get the upper hand. That's what they have been lacking in those last few overs. And the Indian is off in style. 3 runs from that over. 8 overs gone is 62 for 3.
खेलते रहियो सही चल रहे हो खड़े रहना है बस
So it's going to be a spinner again to be introduced. So far no paces has been used by Kolkata. So different strategy put on here. It's going to be a left arm orthodox here. Opposite shot, gets the inside edge. It's going down to deep region. But won't be able to get a boundary, just a few more runs. A couple to Delhi. With around 12 overs left, 65 runs needed. Halfway of the job is done. They're looking good here for Delhi. Kolkata needs to pick up because they need quick wickets in quick succession. They can't let the batsmen settle down here because Aditya and Vinod both have faced more than 10 to 15 balls each. And they're looking very comfortable here. That's over the covers. And that's gone. That's a wicket. Has he taken it? That is a crucial wicket at this point of the game. Beautiful catch, beautiful fielding from Kolkata. And just as I was saying, they have picked up a wicket. And Aditya is gone. Look at that, just outside the off stump. He went for it, takes the aerial route, and a beautiful catch once again.
Brilliant catch there, Hakam. Another change of events, and Aditya, the captain, walks back to the dugout for just 22 runs. And Giants are 64 for 4. When it looked like the partnership was starting to go along, they were cruising along well as well. And the Tigers all of a sudden got a breakthrough in that partnership just when they were looking settled onto the wicket. But of course, the new batsman Shikhar Chaudhary has proved himself with the ball multiple times over the past few matches. Can he change the game around with the bat? That's a small misfield and they will pick up a couple of runs. Oh no, that will run away to the boundary as well. So right after that wicket, a good boundary has been scored. Well, the extra cover, the short cover fielder should have done a better job than that. Should have prevented that from passing the 30-yard circle itself. A costly mistake, costed them 4 runs actually. And what a good start for Shikhar. Just came out in his middle and first ball backed it away for a boundary. So to always that you get a delivery like that. Tossed it up this time but played it cautiously. So for 6 runs coming from this over with a wicket lost. Just a delivery left. Plays it down the ground and single will be taken. So 7 runs coming from this over. 9 overs gone. It's 69 for 4.
With round 11 overs left, the left arm off spinner continuing again. This time through the gap. Fielder in the deep, covering up the area.
Well, at that point, how come you were very excited that you got to see another boundary, but the fielder converged onto it. But right again, the 30-yard circle, the ball shouldn't have passed that. If the fielder short cover would have done a better job. Those kind of fielding that will actually save a couple of runs. Even though these may feel like small runs, but in the end, you know how important they will be. Oh, it's full toss and it's played well. And it's lofted over the head of the deep mid-wicket fielder. A brilliant shot, I would say. A well-elevated, patient shot played by Vinod Dangi. He was waiting for that calmly. Of course, the delivery is not that great at all. Punished the loose one, and he's got the reward for that. Brilliant timing. And time it goes again, and he gets the same result. 2 consecutive maximums coming from the bat of Vinod Dangi. 13 runs coming from this over, with another 2 deliveries left in this over as well. So how come can this be the game-changing over that the Giants had waited for?
The ballers couldn't keep the pressure on the batsman, and now here they are just seeing some sixes. I was excited for a boundary to go on the first ball, but 2 sixes. This time very well. Even the 2 sixes has gone. He did not go with another one for the excitement. Defense did. Last ball of the over. 47 runs required in 61 balls. Delhi Giants doing a really great job here, but a wicket or two could totally turn the game. That is where Kolkata would come in. Slides on. And another single. 10 overs gone. 83 runs for the loss of 4 wickets.
For 46 runs needed from just 60 deliveries, and we have reached the halfway mark of this innings. Vinod Dangi is looking good. 2 big maximum scored in that previous over. 14 runs came out of it. That actually helped them to carry out the momentum once again. This time plays it through the gap, goes to the back foot, and will pick up a single there.
Shika now on strike, scored a boundary of the first ball. Again gives width, but just a run again. Runs are coming in slowly but surely for Delhi. 14 of the last over. Counter-attacking over from Vinod. Here, he just needs to get to the deep, get some singles.
Right now they're cruising along well. I've said that before, but at some points the Tigers came back into the game with a wicket or an economical over. Well, they'll take that single quickly, so they're rotating the strike well. This is what definitely will put pressure on the opposition side. When the communication in the middle is brilliant, there's no way of stopping you from getting runs with those singles and twos. Once again, after an expensive over, this is an economical over ball by the Tigers. A brilliant comeback. And couldn't make the right connection, couldn't place it properly through the gaps. Well, straight down the ground to long off, and a single will be taken. So end of the 11th over, Giants are 87 for 4. So 12th over to be bowled. 42 runs from 54 deliveries. Tigers have to slowly reduce that gap between the number of deliveries available and the number of runs that should be scored by the Giants in order to have a upper hand, or they will actually need quick wickets to come up on top. Oh, it's an opportunity. Oh. That was in the air for a while. A valiant effort to grab onto it. Another single will be taken. Oh, this is swept away and it's going to find the gap. It's a boundary to Vinod Dangi, the man who's in form in the middle right now. It's a loose delivery by Jitendra, full toss, a low full toss, but well executed. Good shot selection there, didn't try to overheat it because of the low level it came from.
Runs are coming in. Just 37 runs more required now. And Vinod doing a really great job here. Again, pulls it, this time a little more bounce. It goes to the boundary again. 4 more runs. Delhi Giants moves the 96. Look at that delivery, it was a bit short. There was a huge amount of bounce in it.
I'll tell you what, Hakam, he was almost so close to making contact with the stumps while playing that shot. Oh, this is once again. Couldn't find the gap as the deep mid wicket fielder reaches it. But so far it's been an expensive over. 11 runs coming from it, and another delivery is left to be bowled. Vinod Dangi 31 runs coming from just 26 deliveries. And this is smacked away, and it will reach the boundary as well. So it's Shikhar joining the party for the Delhi Giants, and of course he was feeling left out of the smacking that was continued by Dangi, and this time gives himself space, goes to his back foot and just plays it along the ground with power, and they have reached the 100 milestone. Apologies, now another delivery is left. Oh, once again, is this going over the way? And yes, it will go over the top. The fielder had made contact with the ball, but it will go all the way because of the deflection. He couldn't quite hold on to it again. He was in the air for a while with that jump. That should be hold on to. Those are the moments that you let go of. A big over, I would say 20 runs coming from that over, and the Tigers are 107 for 4.
With that 20-run over, Kolkata Tigers getting really tough on defending that total. With just 20 runs left for Delhi Giants to chase. Game is looking really comfortable there. Once again, a few more runs for Delhi Giants. And also the fact of Kolkata is that they have not used the pacer so far. 12 overs, it has all been spinners. And looking at that equation, 21 required from 47 deliveries. Singles could do it. Flighted delivery, bit on the leg side, but Shikhar does not pounce on it. Hits it straight. Almost the ball, almost the wicket there. Looking at that partnership, 45 runs. It's gonna be Vinod. He's been striking superbly. He's been getting that middle of the board. Stroke.
Oh, that's a massive hit by Vinod Dangi, and you can hear from the delight from his fellow teammates. What an hit that was. And it's not easy to always loft the ball over the offside. You have to have immense power to do so. And this time it went for a maximum, another one. And that's given. A surprising comeback there by the bowler. Just when he scored a maximum, and an LBW has been given to Vinod Dangi, the man who was going on well. And the 5th wicket goes down for the Giants. I'll tell you what, Hakam, I think that would be missing the leg stump. I think umpire, I'm not really sure about that, but he was not really hesitant in giving that not out. Apologies, not hesitant in giving that out. Of course, a new batsman in Jaidesh Kumar. Well, he has done justice to his name, and by he's showing up his performance in those previous games. They're just 15 runs away from victory, and they have lost their 5th wicket. But what an innings it has been, I would say. 14 runs now from 43 deliveries. not a challenging feat. They can go on well in these coming overs. Few big hits and I would say that's game over. And they have secured the spot. Oh, well fielded there, and they will take the single. Akash Ganguly there. Oh, there's another single. There's another misfield there. The backing up wasn't perfect at all with the throw, and of course the Tigers players are frustrated with that misfield. There's a small gathering in the middle along with the umpires, a small discussion, not quite unsure on what topic it is being discussed with.
Maybe the ball was dead when he ran. Maybe that was taken into consideration there.
Well, who knows? No, that was also the end of the over. No apologies, I think another delivery is left to be bowled. Oh, that's the end of the over. 13 overs already been gone and another 7 overs left to be bowled. Playing it straight to the bowler. Well, Jaidesh Kumar, like I said, a power hitter, but I don't think he has a lot to do now, considering the situation when he came in. Tried to go for that slog. You can clearly see on how he kept the front foot, but just plays it cleverly through the offside. Knew that it would have been a dismissal if he had gone for that aerial route. Cuts it away, and that's the boundary. They're inching closer now, just 10 runs needed to secure a victory.
Look at that, just short, giving width. You can't give width like that. You can't give enough time for the batsman. You have to tighten up the bowling. And with now less than double figures, just 9 runs needed of 39 deliveries. Jagadish showing his presence with that shot. Sam again shot, plays it straight, fielded down, by it goes, it's a 6. Just 3 more runs required now, and Delhi Giants are looking as comfortable as ever.
Well, of course, Akam, it's been a... Well, actually, it's been another 3 more runs required to win. A brilliant hit down the ground. He got the leverage and places straight down the ground. No way the long off fielder can grab onto it. Just 3 more runs required, and plays it through the covers, and they will settle for a single, knowing that the game is almost on their hands and they have almost gone into the finals. Just 2 runs required of just 37 deliveries. Piece of cake. This time it plays right into the hands of the field at long on. Not many celebrations coming from the fielders or the players from the Tigers side, because they know that they might be looking for a loss and they might have given their chance of getting into the finals to the Delhi Giants. Shikhar has been an absolute class of a batter today. Played some good shots alongside Vinod Dangi, the batter who had set the foundation for the Delhi Giants. And the Mandeep is the new batsman walking in. Of course, just 2 runs required now, and pretty much just 2 singles. Or can finish it off in style. It depends on what their intent is going to be. And of course, Shikhar wanted to finish it off in style, but couldn't get quite the distance on that. Plays it straight into the hands of Akash Ganguly, who had taken a couple of good catches now. Had taken a good catch at deep mid wicket, and now at long on. The new batsman in Mandeep Gill. I don't think he has much to do since Jayadish is on strike. And they'll take a single, so the scores are level, just 1 run away from victory.
So it's Vijay Kumar with 1 run away. Delhi Giants, they can see it. They can see the victory. Is that the winning runs? No. Just outside the off stump, straight to the fielder. Mandeep. Patiently playing there. Okay, now that's the winning runs. Delhi Giants does it. Bowled very well and finishes the game with over 6 overs left. Beautifully played there. Captain Aditya and Vinod does a really great job. Shikhar also followed on.
Yeah, what a brilliant victory, Hakam. This is a well-deserved one. They were on top in every department, I would say, the fielding, the bowling and the batting in this game. So they deserve this victory. They were the side which made least number of mistakes. So a well-deserved victory, I would say, and a well-deserved securement of the spot in this South Asian lowest T20 tournament, finals of it. So another match is going on, another semi-final. So then they'll be able to find out who are they gonna face in the finals, which side that they are gonna have to come up against to secure the victory in this tournament. And if you take a look at the scorecard, Vinod Dangi, 38 runs from just 29 deliveries, an absolute class of an innings, I would say. There are plenty of contributions. I mean, prolific runs, individual runs have been scored by many batsmen. And I would say it's equal contribution from everyone, but Vinod Dangi should be the highlighted batter in this scorecard.
Definitely looking at the ballers here. Runs were conceded a lot. All of them were spinners. No paces were introduced at all. Said Rizvi picking up 1 wicket, but it was Ashutosh Tiwari who picked up 2 wickets, but had conceded over 33 runs, as well as Amar Shastri, 32 runs, conceding 2 wickets. Jitendra Tripathi did not do the best. He picked up the wicket of Shikhar, but conceding 31 runs of just 2 overs was too much. At the end, Vijay Kumar had conceded the winning runs.
Well, of course, these are the wickets in time and definitely costed them. I mean, these shots are just a delight to see. Some power hitting. These are the examples of power hitting. If any young cricketing fan is watching this, and these are plenty of opportunities for you to see how these kind of shots are being made. And of course, Dangi was given up. A controversial decision, I would say. He was given out, but then I wouldn't say it was a competitive or hard fight to secure a victory. This was the last wicket to fall down, and of course securing a win comfortably with a single. Well, of course, Hakam, so far looking at this game, the Delhi Giants have gone into the finals. We are still not sure of the result of the other semi-final that is being played at the moment we speak. So what do you have to say about this game so far?
Definitely, it was something to enjoy. Excitement all around. Beautiful bowling, beautiful lines and lengths delivered over around the power play. And definitely, it was a great chase.
Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have a small discussion down there at the grounds. So, Navyata, over to you.
Okay, so finally Delhi has won the match. It was an easy win, I can proudly say, and we have the best batsman here with us. We have Mini Dangi with 28 balls, 39 runs. How was the match?
मैच स्टार्टिंग से इजी था हमारे लिए। चेज के लिए स्कोर विकेट के अकॉर्डिंग थोड़ा टफ था। हमारे 2 विकेट जल्दी भी गिरे, थोड़ा सा परेशानी हुई, लेकिन इजी ही था, कोई ज़्यादा टफ मैच नहीं था।
तो आप पूरे तैयारी से सेट हो फिनाले के लिए?
फाइनल हमारा ही है।
बढ़िया, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so we have Nadeem here with me, the highest scorer. So welcome back. तो कैसा था मैच?
मैच अच्छा था, बस 30-40 रन थोड़े शॉर्ट रहे। बाकी हमारी टीम ने बॉलिंग बहुत अच्छी की। जैसे कि मैंने बताया था कि शुरू में हमें विकेट था वो जो थोड़ा गीला मिला था। सेकंड इनिंग जो थी उनको इस चीज़ की हेल्प मिली, क्योंकि उनके लिए विकेट थोड़ा हार्ड हो गया था और बॉल भी नॉर्मली ठीक जा रहा था। उसके बावजूद भी हमने मैच में बहुत फाइट की, हमारे प्लेयर्स बहुत अच्छे खेले, अच्छे कैच लिए, अच्छी बॉल डाली। बाकी इट वॉज हार्ड लक फॉर अस, नो इशू।
So let's see. Maybe the next tournament we can again be more hardworking towards it, and maybe we can nail it. So yes, thank you so much for joining us. Over to the commentator.
Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, those were a few words from Nadeem Khan, and of course, 2 players from both sides who contributed well. If you look at the summary of the game, the Delhi Giants, they asked the Tigers to bat first after winning the toss, and the Tigers were never comfortable batting on that wicket, as the bowlers were able to dominate most of the sessions and most of the overs that were bowled in their innings. Jaydesh Kumar 2 for 23 of their 4 overs. Adi the captain contributing with a wicket as well, 2 wickets as well, and Varun Pratap Singh with a wicket to his name. But you got to admire the innings by Nadeem Khan, 56 runs from just 47 deliveries. I think the only batsman who contributed prominently and set the foundation, and Jitendra Tripathi has to also be considered. And then the Delhi Giants came out in the middle with a response, and they were brilliant from the start. Got a lot of boundaries and maximums to put the pressure on the opposition side. Tiwari, Shastri and Rizvi contributing with 2 wickets and a wicket as well. But they were actually, at some points they were in the game, but they couldn't continue to put the pressure on the batting side, which was of course the Delhi Giants, and they cruised along well and finished the game off within almost 15 overs and went past the target with just 6 wickets lost and winning the game by 4 wickets. Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of the semi-final between the Kolkata Tigers and the Delhi Giants, in which the Delhi Giants emerged victorious, winning the game by 4 wickets, and we'll be back with the action on the second game. Stay tuned.
from the commentary.